We have a great game here called R.I.P, Rest in Peace. This is specifically really for the higher stages, but it can be adapted for the lower stages. So please just read and see how you could maybe adapt it accordingly. You'll need some kickboards, and the kickboards today will be graves. And you're going to have enough graves of swimmers that you have. And therefore they are going to be the grave guarders, and you're going to have one free get grave where there is no one guarding it, but you do have one swimmer that is going to be a mummy, and the idea is the mummy is going to try and get to the free grave that is available. Now, the guarders don't have to stay at the kickboard or the grave that they are guarding. They can swap, so it's a team effort and it's communication. The swimmers have to see where the graves are and where the grave guarders are in order to help each other out so that the mummy doesn't get it. They can move, so if the mummy goes towards the grave that is available, then one of the guarders can swim over to then stop the mummy getting to the grave. And therefore then the mummy then will have to change direction and then see where the next or where the other or of the free grave that has come free. They then have to see where it is and then swim towards that in order to try and gain that grave. Now the swimmers will have to see what everyone's doing and help, like I said, help that if one guard goes off to help with that free one, then they can move around accordingly. Now obviously the graves will move because it's a kickboard. They can't hold on to the grave, they have to stay by it. So if the grave moves, they move with it, but they still have to guard it. Let's see what has it. So the guards, yep. So variations here are that you can have multiple free graves. So if there is, to make it a little bit more challenging, then you've got the mummy that can go to a couple of different graves. So that means that the grave guarders will then have to be a little bit more on it, or they can also be multiple mummies. So the game continues until the mummy gets to that free grave. Then the game is over and then you can change round, or it could be that the mummy gets to say 2 free graves and then they move around depending on the age group that you have. So let's see it in action. Here they are with their guards, guarding their graves, which are kickboards, and the mummy is around as well, trying to see where the free grave is. And you can see the mummy here is swimming towards that free grave. So one of the guarders has come off their kickboard, their grave, and moved towards to stop the mummy from doing that. So they've managed to stop it. So they then stop at that grave now and guard it. So the mummy then tries to spot where the next free grave is. So one of the swimmers has spotted that the mummy is coming over to that grave. So they've communicated to their teammates to say, I've got it, and I'll go over and get to that grave. So again, they just keep moving around until the free grave becomes, if the mummy gets to it, then the game is over, like I said. But it's a really fast, quick-paced game, and fantastic for spotting, for treading water, for moving, water polo type of actions, and adaptations. If the younger ones are doing it, you can add in noodles to help them, and you could also maybe for the lower abilities say that they can hold on to the grave with one hand, or they can hold on to it just so that it can help with that treading of water. Now the swimmers can't hold on to the grave and move with the grave. They move with the kickboard, so it's the other way around. So they can't go off and kick around moving the graves. If the grave is free and the mummy is swimming towards it, then the float may move around. So they've got to try and get to it as quick as possible. So a really fun game. Hope you enjoy it, and see you in the next one.